unit respawn. We're going to respawn a unit inside the capture area that we just made, which is going to be the @capture string. This is getting complicated. What's the name of the ship? It's the Yubari. Yeah, it's a JP cruiser Yubari. The object we're gonna do this to is our drowning dude, our lifeboat dude, and our life craft dude. We're going to okay, all that's good. Okay, now maybe the game won't crash. I don't know, but we're trying to do a whole lot. I think we got it. So let me just go through and just verify all this one more time. We do not need to enable this. This is going to happen one time. The mission will run for 30 seconds. The ship will be brought to a speed of 0. The compartments will be flooded. Half the compartments will be flooded. 45 seconds will go by. The other half of the compartments will be flooded. We will set the ship on fire. When the ship sets on fire, a 4-second chain of events should happen to verify, to adjust the variables, the strings and the integers. It should duplicate an area. Yeah, duplicate the area, mark it as a capture zone, and respawn some fucking struggling units inside the area for us to look at. And we'll get a little smoke column. And maybe we can capture the zone. I don't know. We're going to see. But we're testing. This is why we test. So let's go give it a shot. Boop, 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 boop. CDK is almost fun. Mostly not, but that's okay. Let's upload it onto Discord. Make it cool so people don't get bored. Alright. We're loading up our test. Downloads. Right there. Oh man. That lifeboat and that drowning dude and that little that little whisker basket. Oh, whisker basket, a wicker basket that they called a lifeboat. Those things were 4 kilobytes worth of data. Fucking yikes. Luckily, we only have to make them one time. That's the cool thing about the variables. Okay. Let's test it out. We're going to bring in our crappy little fast boat here so that we can just see all this stuff. We're going to bring in our T-14. And let's go watch and see. Maybe the game will crash. Maybe I'll bring down all the servers. You know, maybe my computer will catch on fire. Or maybe it'll work perfectly. Honestly, my money's on computer catching on fire. I think the smart money's on computer catching on fire. Maybe not my computer, but maybe Gaijin's computers. Those hamsters are going to earn their pay. Alright. Thank you, Alphanumeric, by the way, for looking up those modules. I think you're right, because I know that I've seen examples of them, and they are written exactly like you. It was always like, you know, underscore compartment underscore DM, like damage model, is what I assume DM is short for. Okay. Let's go find our little cruiser boy. Setting the clock. The internal clock of the game has already started running, so it won't be exact, but right around when we get to the 30-second mark, we should start seeing some action here. And this is why I brought my fast boat, so I could just get over here faster. Man, it really makes those carriers look a lot scarier when you're super small right next to them. Like, look at this dude coming right at me. Oh yeah. That's actually super historical too, because they started using unrefined fuel out of desperation. That was one of their reasons for the all their escapades in the Pacific. Alright, the ship should start flooding right about now, and it should start slowing down. So it should already be taking on water, and it should already be flooding. Then we're waiting another 45 seconds. Oh shit, there he goes, he's on fire. Bro, he's on fire and our motherfucking people are here. Look at him, look at him, look at him drowning. He's like, help me, baby Jesus. Look at this fucking thing. It's upside down. That's even better. That honestly looks fucking great, dude. Look at it. Oh, he's in the lifeboat, dude. He fucking made it in the lifeboat. No fucking way. Holy shit. I can't believe that worked. He's like, help me, baby Jesus. I can't. I'm levitating over this fucking stupid ass boat. Wow. I am shocked and appalled that actually worked. Now, I'm not capturing, and this was the problem I was having last night. So you guys see, I'm clearly inside the zone. Like, look, dude, I'm gonna get so close to this guy that I can high five him. Yo, what's up, Brock Retro, dude? How you doing, man? Yeah, dude, we're just having fun with CDK, if you can call it that. Now, here's one big problem is, I should have timed this. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna go back and time it. Well, fuck it. So that ship, obviously, like, that needs to happen here. It took a lot longer for the ship to slow down than... Oh, it's definitely flooding, but it's flooding perfect. Dude, alphanumeric spam, dude, you fucking nailed it. He's definitely taking on water. You see how low in the water he's getting? But I think he's flooding, like, perfectly symmetrical. We need to maybe... He's still moving. Why are you still moving? Your speed should be 0, sir. What is your speed? He's going... He's slowing down. But it's just taking him a while. So... Yeah, it's just taking a while for the ship to actually come to a halt. But we need to kind of time that out and figure out how long. It's definitely taken on water, though. It was riding real low in the back. I'd like to flood all the compartments on one side of it. Brock Retro, do you know how to use the asset viewer of CDK? Can you stop moving, sir? Can you cut it out with all the sailing forward? And the fighting and the bullets into all the shells. Oh, here come the torpedo bombers. Yeah, dude, I tried to launch the asset viewer, Brock, and yeah, one time was by accident, and the other time I regret it immediately. Yeah, dude, I tried to launch it, and I don't know how to... Like, I mean, it seems like viewing assets would be, like, one of its base functions and would be pretty fucking straightforward, but I couldn't even, like, figure out how to load the example ship, so... I need a teacher to teach me the asset viewer so I can start pulling up Ubaris. Anyway, here's the U.S. torpedo bombers. Just doing their torpedo bomber things. Don't worry about me, I'm just doing torpedo bomber things. Let's watch them drop. Yeah, look at that. Good drop, buddy. Splash. Now we got a bunch of torpedoes in the water heading for those fellas. Looks a lot better from the air. Perhaps Avalanche knows? Avalanche is an enigma. Avalanche doesn't really talk to me. He just shows up. Like I've known Avalanche for years, and I think we've spoken a total of 30 words to each other. he's just like this silent party that just shows up to fly, and I've just accepted it. You should be dropping that torpedo, sir. You are damaged. Splash. Alright, let's go and check on our little boat over here. Has he stopped moving? It looks like he's almost stopped moving, but he's still struggling along. I think he's trying to seek his waypoint. I wonder if I should put him in like full reverse to stop him sooner. I feel like he's almost dead in the water, but he drove a pretty lengthy distance between laying down those little fellas and actually coming to a stop. Oh yeah, look at that. He's totally at a stop. But man, that took almost fucking 6.5 minutes. We are gonna have to work on that. I'm wondering if what I can do is actually set his speed as negative. Yeah, he's full on dead stopped in the water. Perhaps I can set his speed as negative. And have him actually go in reverse for like a minute, and then do a full. Oh damn! You about to get torpedoed, son. You should have gotten on that shitty lifeboat I made for you. Oh fuck! I'm about to get torpedoed, son. Fuck! Oh god! Leave me alone, Britney Spears. Oh shit! Oh shit! My bad. I was talking all kinds of shit on you. I should have been looking out for me. Alright, I think I got some ideas for this. Let's go back. Let's go back to the hangar, and let's take a look at it. So what if we set his properties, and we actually we set his throttle at -100. I'm not sure if it's I'm not sure if it's supposed to be percentage based. I think it might be -1 is actually what it's supposed to be. I'm gonna try -100 because I know 69 has worked in the past. That's what I've always set people's throttles to, and that seemed to work. I could also force it. I don't want it to be an abrupt stop. Like I would like it to kind of like come to a stop as quickly as possible, but I don't want it to be just like moving at 25 knots and it's just like shh, and just fucking like teleports to 0 speed. I think that would be a little on the jarring side, but unit status parameters. Visibility. Attack parameters, movement parameters, just see if there's anything else. AI parameters. Is winchable. I'm going to activate a smoke screen. I'm just gonna activate that little smoke screen. Okay, so I'm gonna have to get with somebody about why my ships cannot capture zones that I've created. I'm sure that's gonna be easy enough to figure it out, but that's something that we're going to look into. So okay, so we're going to copy this unit set properties. We're going to put its speed as minus 40. It'll just seek minus 40 with minus 100% throttle, just so one of those things happens. We're going to copy this and then paste it. And then we're going to move this up to after the 40. So that's at the 45-second mark. It's going to do all the stuff. I'm actually going to make that a 60-second mark. So it's going to wait 60 seconds, and then it will... And then it will unit set properties, and all the unit respawn stuff will go towards the very end. That has to be at the end. I can't move that. It has to happen after all the string variables and all the string integers. But this one, this is going to reset the properties so the speed actually seeks 0 and the throttle seeks 0. And then we'll see if we can take his movable, his cannot move, and see if that, like, slow him down as much as we can and then have him just kerchunk. We'll see how it looks. I don't know. We can play with the time on it. What we'll do is we'll kind of time it out. Perfect. I'm going to take a quick little look at this capture area one more time and just make sure I'm not missing anything here. So we are creating a zone. We got a little smoky boy. There's no defenders, so you don't have to kill anything in order to capture it. You can capture on ground, you can capture in the air, you can capture by ground models. Only players can capture it. It's supposed to have HUD markers, but it doesn't seem to. There's no penalty for the capture. Show the border. The tags are air, ship, boat, air, ship, boat for capture and normal tags. I don't see anything else that I might be missing. But I'm wondering if I've got to... I don't know. I'm gonna have to get with. I'm gonna have to play with that a little bit more and see. I feel like I've got to be missing something important, and it might not be. I might need a separate trigger to set behavior, because capturing for air and capturing for tanks is super simple. So yeah, I checked the object. The object is sunk below the waves, so the object is here, and it's actually 100 meters below the waves, and it's 400 meters tall. So here's like the surface of the ocean right here, and it's an orb, so it goes 400 meters up in the air and 400 meters below the ocean. So far, in fact, that it actually goes underneath the seabed. And this is the object that's being copied. And I mean, it's 400 meters in diameter in all directions, so it's, you know, it's 400 meters across. It's actually 444 meters across. But I feel like there must be another trigger that I have to enable in order to get ships to work with capturing, because it's enabled by default. It's intrinsic behavior for tanks and airplanes. It's absurdly simple. You can just draw a little orb, fly in. Matter of fact, if I fly an airplane through this, I'll show you in the game. I can actually capture it with an airplane. I can't capture it because I can start capturing, but it's so small that you fly through it too fast and you can't actually complete the capture. But if I brought in like a float plane, I would be able to like capture it. But it's ignoring boats, and it shouldn't. And the reason it shouldn't is because right here in this capture zone thing, there's tags that you can enable. For now, there's two types. There's tags and then there's capture tags. I don't know the difference between tags and capture tags. I've tried both. Right now, both of them are on. But for tags, we have aircraft can go, ships and boats can go, and for capture tags, we've got aircraft, ships, and boats. So it should work, but it's not. And I'm wondering. I think the capture tags is like what can spawn if you make a respawn base. Let me try turning that off. Why is the tag under AA? It's not. It's just if you remove it, it gets its own little category. Like when you open up the category, it just creates the checkbox. So it's like that. I mean, but shit, we could put on destroyers. There's not even coastal. Coastal boats is not an option. I think they're just boats. Okay. We will get to that. I'm sure it's something small that I'm missing. There was a brief snippet about it in the wiki that was talking about making capture zones for ships, but it seems to me that it's actually talking about making the ring of buoys around the capture point, which I don't want or need. But yeah, if you create a capture zone and you drive a tank through it or you fly a plane through it, like it's just an intrinsic part of the behavior for those objects that they'll do it, like, you know. But I think there's something special I've got to do to make the ships work, and I don't know what it is. I'm sure whatever it is, it's something really small, and eventually somewhere somebody will be able to help me out with that, and then I can just go through and fix all the capture areas. Obviously, it's possible to capture areas with ships. Like, that much is true. You know what? I wonder, thinking out loud here, I wonder if it's if it's a misaction. I'm wondering if create a capture zone is not what you do for boats, if it's actually a completely different category. Because I never thought about that before, and I never looked. And a CDK is just stupid enough that that would be the problem. I don't know if I'm a bit slow, but when did you add slow mode? Oh, it's been like that forever. It's always been. It just kind of stops people from like, it's really, really subtle. It's either like 1 second or 3 seconds. Sometimes the mods change it a little bit, but I always leave slow mode on just so yeah, well, I mean, because it's such a slow mode, or it's such a fast slow mode rather, that like normal everyday people typing wouldn't notice it. But if you were like trying to type out the alphabet one letter at a time as quickly as possible, you would notice it, and that's exactly who it's for, is for people who do shit like that. Not that they can't do it, but it just slows them down a little bit and makes it just slightly more of a pain in the ass, so they're like, maybe I won't do that. This is not as much fun for me now. Alright, his smoke is on, meaning he is at full reverse thrusters. And also fucking fogging me out, dude. That little smoke column right there is where he created the capture point last time. And he's not going to create one there because he's waiting 60 seconds now. He still hasn't quite slowed down a whole lot. He's still producing a lot of smoke. Like, exhaust. Alright, he's probably going to plop down his capture point right about now? Now? Maybe... Nope. Perhaps a little bit of pow. Alright, I don't fucking know. Whoa, there it goes. He's still going fast as the dickens. Okay, let's start the clock. Capture point just got made. He's like, hey, help me, bitch. I'll be back for you. You guys are fine. There's like 0 sharks out here. Boys, this dude is chugging along. He's just moving and a cruising. Like, dude, you left your fucking homies back there like fucking forever ago, dude. You guys abandoned ship like super early. I like when you look away from them and you look back. You like the game has to like think about it. It's like, oh yeah, the boats go in the water. There goes 1 minute. Let's count another minute down. And he's still fucking cruising, bro. He's speeding up. He's legit speeding up. So we did something ass backwards, that's for sure. He's fucking passing his carrier, dude. Like I'm having trouble keeping up with him, dude. I'm at full fucking speed and I haven't caught up to him yet. I could damage the engine. Can you get me the name of the engine? What do I recommend spending GE on? Dude, I'm not even going to read the rest of your comment before I answer. The answer is crew slots, dude. Fucking zero hesitation. I've been saying this for years. I'll say it again. I stand by it. Crew slots are the single biggest bang for your buck. The most permanent, everlasting, meaningful upgrade to your account that you can make is additional crew slots. Period. Other things are good options. You know, bushes are fun. Premium vehicles can be fun. Getting premium time can be useful. Buying Silver Lions is kind of silly, but if you need it, you need it. But fucking crew slots, dude. Now I'll read the rest of your thing. Normally I buy some premium time and then spend the rest on SL because I'm always poor. I probably should have read the rest of your shit before I responded. Is that why you're LMAO, dude? My bad, bro. Hey, dude. It's not that stupid. It's just kind of stupid. My bad, bro. Yeah, it's fucking crew slots, dude. Crew slots are where it's at. They are super cheap. They are like, it doesn't. It's just always helpful. You know what I mean? Like, think about it. Like in ground RB, you might be like, well, why do I need 10 crew slots if I'm playing ground RB? Like, I only spawn in like 4 or 5 times. Like, I only need 4 or 5 crew slots. Yes, you only spawn in 4 or 5 times, but you're limiting yourself to 4 or 5 options if you only have 4 or 5 crew slots. If you bring in 10, you have a shitload more stuff that you could pack onto your lineup. You know what I mean? You can bring like an AA unit, a slightly different AA unit. You can bring in like 2 medium tanks, like 1 heavy, 2 light tanks. You can bring in a fighter, a medium bomber, maybe another fighter. Like, you can just sit there and like have all these options, and then like depending on what mission you get or how the mission is going or what your team is doing or what your team isn't doing, you have more flexibility in every single mission that you go into, where you're like, you know what, I just died in my AA, but my team really needs more AA. Good thing I have another AA. Whereas if you only had 4 or 5 slots, like, you're not bringing 2 fucking AAs. You know what I mean? The only thing you play in this game is Air RB. I hope that changes someday. For Air RB, it is useful for repair. So one of the best ways to make money is to turn off your auto repair. One of the best ways to enhance the effects of that is to have multiple crew slots. So you can have, let's say you have 10 crew slots, right? And you only play ARB. So that's like your counter argument. It's like, well, I only play ARB, so I only need 1 crew. Wrong. You can only play 1 crew at a time. But once that crew dies, you can leave that dead vehicle on that crew slot, let it repair, and then go play another vehicle. And then let that one die. Then go play another vehicle. Let that one die. Go play another vehicle. and actually just go through and cycle out like 10 of your favorite vehicles a day. And by the time you wrap around back to the original vehicle that you started off with, it's been repairing for like 3 or 4 hours, and it's going to be thousands of SL cheaper to fix. You'll still have to pay for it, but you will pay dramatically less, simply because you just, didn't play it over and over and over again. Crew slots are useful for everybody, for progression. It does suck having to level up more crews, but crew skill is pretty quick to get, and as far as like the really important things like G tolerance and whatnot, it's pretty fast to level it up, honestly. Like you're already sitting at max level crew, so if you're playing a max level crew, like you're no longer gaining progression. But if you had ooh, kill the pumps. Yeah, what are the names of the pumps? Give me those pump names. Okay, let's take a look at this. Anyway, long story short, Marson Crack, it's fucking crew slots, dude. Crew slots is the most bang for your buck. Like if you get a really good premium vehicle, as an example, you might love that premium vehicle and you might really enjoy playing it for a while, and maybe forever, maybe. But more often than not, what's going to happen is you're going to move on from it. So, like, let's say you buy the M18 Hellcat and you just fucking love that thing and you play it every fucking day and you're just like, this is my favorite goddamn vehicle and blah, blah, blah. But then eventually, like, your US line gets up to 6.0, then it's 6.3, then it's 6.7, then it's 7.0, and it's like, and you're like, hey, I really like playing my Hellcat, but it can't really keep up with this other shit that I've got going. So it's like, now I have to specifically go back and play lower BR stuff just to enjoy my Hellcat, but I still want to play like all this other, like I want to play my Abrams, but I can't really bring my Hellcat with. So it's like you constantly are leaving stuff in the dust. Yes, we are made. Well, the event is already made. Now I am fucking with the event mostly. Okay, so we fucked something up with you with the set properties here. I told it to go minus 40 kph. It appeared to want to go 40 kph, so we're gonna go and move that back down to 0. What we might also be able to do. Hold on. Somebody had an. I need to go back in the chat and I need to read. Hold on. Yeah, kill the pumps. Destroying the engine. Yeah, well, yeah, destroying the engines will make it slower to stop, I think. I gotta force full reverse. I agree. I'm trying to think of the best way to force full reverse. I thought we had a good idea in the chat. Yes, this is Sim Ships, yeah. Alright. Let's lower the cost of VIP real quick. Golly, I thought we had something. There was something. Somebody said something, and I was like, yes, we need to do that. And I can't fucking remember what it was now, because I started talking about goddamn crew slots. I'm really passionate about crew slots. Alright, but obviously something's fucked up with the properties. So, I think what we're going to do is we're going to remove the speed. No. I'm going to try to set the throttle at -1. I'm going to guess that's probably... Hold on. We're going to set the speed as 0. And then we're going to do unit set controls. Hold on, boys. We might have a little something. And we're going to set the power to -1. We're going to wait 1 second before that begins. And now we're going to wait 90 seconds for the actual stop to occur. All right. So unit set properties, set its speed as 0. Wait 1 second, then set its throttle at minus 100%, full reverse. Wait 90 seconds. And then we're going to do unit set. How goes the pain? It's actually not too painful today. Tedious, but honestly, like, I'm really, really happy because I got the most difficult part behind me. Ozzy, do you know how to make fucking capture zones for ships? Oh, that was it! Fuck yes, Ozzy! Fuck yes, dude! I was trying to remember what fucking crazy idea that we came up with while we were doing the mission. And I was like, oh, maybe missions capture zones for ships are a different action, and I never thought about that before because I've never done this before, and that's some stupid shit that CDK would do. And I was like, remember that when I get back to CDK. And then I was sitting here like, I thought we had something. There was a really good idea. All I remember about the idea is that it occurred, but I can't remember anything about the idea. You just fucking reminded me, dude. Thank you, honestly. This is why I fucking stream this shit, dude. This is a both sea and air event. No worries, man. Enjoy your laundry, dude. Fucking get busy with that laundry, dude. I am the reminder. Yes, you are. Ozzy, dude. Fucking aces, bro. Well fucking done, Ozzy, man. Yes, that was the fucking idea, dude. All I can remember about the idea is that it occurred. There was something. It was like a dream. It's like I had a dream. I don't remember a single thing about the dream, but I do remember it was crazy. Okay, so we're going to set the controls to -1 on power, and then we're going to set the controls... Oh, first of all, we have to tell the object... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Am I being a fucking idiot, boys? Alright, A, remember when I told those ships to stop, and then they didn't? I don't think I actually told the ship to stop. I just think I just generally shouted stop out into the void. I'm gonna check that right now. Okay, I did for that one. But did I do it for this one? I did. Okay. Okay, CDK, okay. Alright. But this one right here. So we need to just check and make sure that we're actually, because you have to spell it out. I mean, you're talking to a computer. What tier is it for? This is World War II, like mid to late war World War II. So it's like the people who the mission is for are still making decisions about like what individual units are going to be there. But as of right now, it's like all of them. It's basically like it starts off with like it starts off with like four Fs, and then it ends with like F4Us and F6Fs. It starts off with like like little 4.0 destroyers, and then it ends up with things like the gearing and the and whatnot. So so it's like it's kind of a build your own adventure sort of deal. The units themselves aren't really important. Like I'm building the environment, and it's set in World War II. It's set in Saipan, so it's like kind of late war equipment. But it's sort of you start off weak and you grow stronger. You earn spawn points and shit. And yeah, so I was having issues with the categories. I had categories before, and it seemed to cause triggers to skip. And I enjoyed the organization of the categories, but then when I would do testing, it seemed like triggers were missing because they were foldered. And so I was like, well, fuck it. I'll just rip out the folders. And that actually solved the problem, funnily enough. So I don't know if I just do categories incorrectly or what. Yeah. Yeah, so you kind of start with like TBDs, you upgrade into SBDs, and then you end up with things like, F6Fs and F4Us and whatnot. But all right, so hold on. Let me just double check all this. So we got Japanese CL010, or 10, going to speed 0. Wait 1 second. Set controls of CL10 to minus 100. Unit damage. Compartment 2 flooded out. Compartment 4 flooded out. Wait 90 seconds. Then engines neutral 0. Unit set properties 0. We're gonna put a 1 second wait in there. I feel like trying to do those two things simultaneously is gonna fuck something up. Alright, so controls wait 1 second, then properties speed 0. Neutralize. Alright, damage. Flood compartment 1, flood compartment 3. Set fire. Unit set properties, we are going to... Yeah, we got a second smoke in there. Unit set properties, and this one's got a smoke as well. Okay, we got all that. Alright, let's save it, and let's try... Oh, yeah, the capture area. So, action. Let's take a look. Mission Marcus Capture Zone. That is the normal, everyday, run-of-the-mill capture zone. I don't see anything else that looks like it could make an ocean. You got a question about planes IRL, dude? What's up, brother? I found a match with my nemesis in it, and I bet you he's flying an FW. Who's your nemesis? Yeah, alright. Well, I was excited for Ozzy's idea, but I'm not seeing anything that makes us a naval capture area specifically. But I mean, okay. Whatever it is, it's something I'm missing. We will figure it out. It's not super important right now because I know it is possible, and we will get to the bottom of it eventually. But for today, let's just keep working on this script because this is the reason I'm spending so much time on this one script in particular. By the way, for those guys who are like, why the fuck are you spending so much time on this? This script right here, this logic will be copied over to every escort ship with the logic, with the conditional statement that if they are, damaged, that these events will occur to them. They will, come to a stop, they'll flood themselves, they'll create little life rafts, and then they will die. And they'll create a little capture zone on their corpse. Alright. Okay, we got number 14. Perfect. Alright, let's try it again. How does a prop actually make the plane go vroom? You know how when you're in a pool and you go and you swim? That's how. It's the exact same thing. The water is the air, and your hand is the propeller. So, a propeller is nothing more than a wing. It's a lifting body that's turned 90 degrees and rotating on a twisted axis, and it is creating lift in a rearward direction, which we call thrust. When it's moving that way, it's no longer lift. It's called thrust. But it's essentially the exact same thing as swimming in a swimming pool. Why is my mouse not working? Don't know why my mouse is not working. Oh, there we go. I was stuck in like keyboard mode. Okay, bam. He is now at minus 100%, should be at minus 100% speed, or throttle. Seeking 0% zero speed. We'll go ahead and set a minute timer. Yeah, Mars Cracked-Weed, if you could take a piece of wood and create a good efficient lifting body shape out of it and swing it around fast enough and make another one that's exactly the same, size and dimensions to keep symmetry, and swing that one on the opposite side around your head fast enough. Okay, there's the zone. He's going slow, but he's not going slow. You would fly. The F4 Phantom is proof pudding that if you attach enough thrust to any object, you can make it fly. Oh, that's not the one. Hold on. That's the old one. You would not be very efficient. It would be extremely tiresome. You would be very unstable. But yes, you would move. I mean, shit, if you fucking, go sit into an office chair and, get on a nice hallway and blast a fire direction, the direction you don't want to go, you will move. It's the same thing. We are close. Look, here's our little life raft right here. I like the smoke because it actually obscures the creation of the life raft. Alright, I'm thinking we need to add maybe another minute. It slowed down quite a bit, yeah. I think it just needs I think it just needs another bit of time on that reverse thrust. So I think if we add 30 more seconds of reverse thrust, because we're going like, hold on, I'm trying to match speeds with them. Right there, we're matched speed. So we're going about 5 or 6 knots right now. We're really fucking close. I love that dude. Hey babe, do you want to see my guy in a life raft? It's fucking hilarious. Yeah, come here and look at my boy in the life raft. You don't have any milk in your nose, do you? No. All right, great. All right, here we go. Are you ready? Look at him.
Looks like he's waiting to disco. Maybe the next in line.
He's like, please help, sir.
About to boogie.
Sir, please help. My lifeboat is not very boaty.
Fun. I like how it doesn't stay above.
Oh yeah, it's fucking great. Like I want to rescue this guy in particular. Please, sir, please help. Help! B-Dog, help! All right, let's just add a little bit more time. Oh man. Hey babe, check out this guy in this lifeboat. Yeah. Fucking dude, that shit had me giggling first time I saw it. And it still has me giggling. Alright, are we thinking 30 more seconds, or like 60 more seconds, or like 45 more seconds of minus 100% throttle? I'm thinking. I'm thinking let's try 30 more seconds. It was super close. You know what? Let's just play it. Let's just play it conservative. Let's just add a full on extra minute of minus. As long as he doesn't go backwards, we're golden. We're also gonna kill the first smoke. I don't need to see that anymore. But we're gonna keep the second smoke. Okay, so we go to 0% speed set. Bam. We wait 1 second. Bam. We set our controls. Power minus 100. Bam. We damage the compartments by flooding them. I think we're going to make more of these. Bam. We wait 150 seconds. And I think I'm actually going to get the compartments damaged up here before the big wait. And we might make more of those and flood more compartments. Oh, thanks, Vera. Yeah, man, I try. I try. Uh, um, you know, yeah. Not to get it. Oh, here we go. The gears. Hold on. We got to do power. Not to get into it, man, but like, honestly, kind of feel bad. I'm like, dude, really fucking sucks that you're like miserable. I do not want you to be. But I also cannot control what you do. So I hope he, I don't know. I hope he finds some solace soon and starts being able to just enjoy the game. That would make me legitimately happy. Like, I'm not trying to be like a smart ass or be like some fucking moral high ground asshole. Like, I'm just like, dude, like, you sound like fucking super like deflated and like miserable, and that is very unfortunate because you should be having fun. And if you're not having fun, like, you should really go do something else. And the fact that you think I'm the source of your misery is even more befuddling. Because it's like, dude, I don't think about you. You know? um, okay, we're going to do some offsets for this here. We're just going to offset these things like 10 meters. I'm not sure which one is the Z and Y axis, so we're just going to do both of them. Just want it to be 10 meters off to one side. Okay. No, I don't think he is. That's what I meant when I was like, I'm not gonna, like, I was like, if people don't like it, they can just downvote you. Like, they already have a tool to do that. So I was like, you've got plenty of feedback of what people think about your comments and stuff. I was like, but I was like, I'm not gonna like ban you or anything. I assume, my hope at least, is that a couple of months will go by and that he'll maybe grow and look back on it and be like, oh, maybe I was being a dick. I'm not holding my breath for that, but that would make me happy if he was like, oh shit, I was being a jerk to everybody and I'm really sorry. And then just get back to just fucking play the game, dude. Or don't, Maybe find a game that you do enjoy. Honestly, I don't think anybody was really all that pissed off about anything that he was saying. I think people were more pissed off about him capitalizing every letter in the first letter of every word. People were raging out way more about that than any of the content of his like mutterings. People were like, "Why the fuck are you writing like that?" It's objectively difficult to read. I don't think it's that big of a deal, but I would be remiss if I said I didn't giggle a little bit at that. Yeah, the capital letters were like really getting on people's nerves. I thought that was kind of funny. But yeah, man, I don't know, dude. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I'm some wise old man or anything like that, but I've been around the block for a while, and you know, the time I spent in the military, uh, I got to see a lot of different people from a lot of different, like, you know, deal with a lot of different kinds of problems in a lot of different ways, and it's like some people, as much as you might, you know, want different stuff for them, especially in ATC, like we see a lot of people, like good kids, you know what I mean, that just aren't gonna make it, and there's nothing you can do about them, and it's like, man, I wish I could just give you the skills that you need, but I can't, and uh, you know, this is something you're either gonna have to figure out on your own or not, and it doesn't look like you're figuring it out, and like as much as I might like you, like this is not gonna work out for you, and it sucks, and sometimes you just gotta like, you know, shake a dude's hand and be like, hey man, like best of luck to you, man, but you gotta help yourself, you know, and I'm not gonna be held morally hostage while you figure it out. Saw a lot of really cool people that I legitimately liked, you know, get kicked out of the military or fail out of air traffic or, you know, just do stupid stuff, and you're just like, Steve, why did you do that? Steve, why did you marry that stripper? You know what? Best of luck to you, brother. You're just gonna, you're just gonna have to figure this one out on your own, guy. Oh yeah, angry pilots. Yeah, all the time, dude. Get all kinds of angry pilots. Mostly my pilots are super happy. I do a very good job. Look at this, boys. We got a stopping ship right here. Yeah, B-Dog. Snack is on Hell Let Loose right now. All right, we should be creating our spawn point shortly. I think this is it. All right, so the ship is nearing a full stop. Let's see, how fast is she going right about now? See if we can match speeds with her. Yeah, we're down to like 5 or 6 knots. Maybe 9 knots. We might need to do a little bit longer on the reverse thrust. God, these ships just take forever to stop. There goes the action. There come the units. And we didn't run our unit over. He spawned 10 meters off. And our unit is sailing ahead at like 5 knots. I'd say that's pretty fucking close. Let's watch it from the air. We'll be able to get a bit of a bitter perspective. Let's watch it one time from the sky and see how it looks. I'm curious, cause speak now or forever hold your peace. Like, you guys think another 30 seconds of reverse thrust would do the trick? Or do you think it's pretty good? I could kind of go either way. I could take it or leave it. I don't think so. I don't need the ship to be completely stopped. You know what I mean? Like, they wouldn't wait until the ship was going 0 knots. If you flood it a bit more, it'll slow down faster. Yeah, so alphanumeric spam, how big do you think those compartments are? How many compartments? Have you found any information on that? Do you have any idea how many compartments there even are? Because if I'm flooding 4 compartments, that seems like that should be sufficient, unless there's like 40 compartments, and then it's like nothing, right? So it's like, how many do you think I need to actually flood? I don't want to flood them all and just have the thing just be like, blah, 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 blah. You know, I don't want it to just fucking like, you know, under the sea right away. You know what I mean? I need it to have some kind of drama to it. The front compartment will slow to fast. Yeah, but we don't know the name of the front compartment. That's what we need. We need somebody who can get into the asset viewer and find how many compartments there are, where they are on the ship, and what their actual names are. Because what I need to do is I need to flood all the compartments on one side of the ship. I'd love to make the ship roll over. That would be ideal. But in order to do that, I have to look up the different compartments and figure out which ones are on the left side, which ones are on the right side. My suspicion is that it's even and odd, but I mean, it could also be like the left side's numbered 1 through 10 all the way down, and then like, you know, the right side's numbered 11 through 20. What boat am I using? This, well, we're eventually going to use all the boats, but that's Japanese CL Yubari. That's the test ship right now, but eventually it's going to be all of those ships. This logic will be carried over to everything. So, but right now we're looking for how many compartments, floodable compartments, exist on this Yubari. Do you know how to use the asset viewer, Oz? Like, do you know how to look up this information? Because if you do, man, that would be a huge fucking help. Oh yeah, he's definitely stopping. You can fucking see it, dude. I think about 30 more seconds of full reverse thrust would look pretty good. You can definitely tell that that's taking on water in the back. I feel like, you see how much higher the bow is riding than the back is? Like, look at the water line here compared to the water line there. Alright, should be smoking any second now. You can definitely tell that the back is riding a lot lower. But I think we just need to flood more compartments in order to get more of an effect. Look at that, he's almost dead stopped. There goes the action. There goes the smoke. There goes the crew bailing out. That actually looks fucking fantastic, dude. Like, you can't even see the crew coming out, and when that smoke clears, they'll just be there. And that smoke looks like it's just coming, like, you know, coming out of the fire. And now, that is a capture area, so you can see on the map, it's actually labeled as Foxtrot. And then, what we can do, just to show you guys that it is capturable, I'm going to slow down as much as I can. And we're going to fly through the capture area at a low speed, and you'll see that Foxtrot at the top kind of flash briefly. Oh, I didn't quite get in there. You gotta go slow as shit. It's a small capture area, and it takes a second or two to register that you're inside of it. So look how much further the ship float. Why is it doing that? It's like anti-flooding now. Oh, there she goes. Yeah, you get, you get back down in the water, you weirdo. I'm thinking some more time. I'm thinking if we give them some more time to cook, maybe put another minute of full reverse. Let's see if we can get this capture to happen. Didn't quite trigger. You gotta go slow as shit. I was getting it to happen the other day during this because I was like, is this even a capture area? And it is. It's just a very fucking small capture area and it doesn't work for boats. And it's hard to be slow enough in an airplane to actually get it to work. Alright, watch that foxtrot. Let's see if it works. Come on! I can't go much slower than that. Oh, maybe I turned off capture in air. Hold on. Let me see if I did. No, no. You can capture it in air. But it's set to capture one time. Let's set it as a supremacy for a second. Let's try that out, and then let's add... What do we think? Hold on, let me catch up with chat. I've been looking. The problem is that the actual in-game ships aren't readable like BLKs. So I've been using a custom unit from the workshop to look at the references. The modern German frigate that I'm using has 6, if that helps. It does help, so I'm flooding 4. Maybe if I look at the X-ray on the hangar, let's give it a shot. I don't think the X-ray is that detailed, but let's give it a shot. Where's my Yubari? Where's my Yubari? Yubari, let me see Yubari. Alright, so... Yeah, it doesn't show the compartments in here. So... But the compartments are all these empty spaces. And what I'd like to do is like flood all the compartments along this line right here. So that the ship just fucking teeters over. But I need to load this thing up into the asset viewer. Because in the asset viewer you can actually see the damageable models. And you can actually click on each individual section and get its CDK reference name. Okay, so... It was a good idea, alphanumeric spam, but that did not work. Yo, thank you for the hail hydrate. We're close, but I'm thinking 60 more seconds of full stop, because we kept drifting. Even if it goes backwards for a minute, I think that would even be fine. So we're going to go 210 seconds before we set the controls back to 0. And let's add more flooding. So let's copy this and let's paste it. And then let's add another flooding effect. We'll make it a little bit... It'll be 5, so hopefully that's asymmetric. So that's damage model 5 compartment we're flooding. I don't know if I just set more floods at that. Yo, Crab! Thank you for the raid! I wonder if I just set more floods. Or can I set the floods to 100? I don't know. How stream good. Stream good. Check it out, Crabs. Dude, I gotta show you this, man. Bro, we got a fucking banger of a cool scenario that I'm working on. Set all the floods. Yeah, I don't know how to, like, I'm flooding with the most power and the highest number of slider to 5 compartments, but we don't know how many compartments exist. Apparently frigates have 6 compartments, so maybe this thing's got like more like 12. I don't know. Flood.all? Maybe? I don't think CDK is that smart. Okay, so Crab. I'm not gonna get into all of the shit with the variables and stuff like that, but suffice it to say that I figured out some real complicated shit with string variables and integer variables, and what we've got is a script here that I'm trying to perfect the script right now, and then I'm going to apply it in mass to all the ships when they, you know, take torpedo hits, which will happen randomly. But what we're going to do here is, Crab, when the ships die, or when the ships are dying, they will, you know, sit and eject sailors from the boat into like little life rafts, and then those will be capture areas where your navy can come in to the life raft area and then like rescue the people, and then you get like spawn points and stuff like that. So instead of having capture objectives for the ships that are just like, oh, go capture that random circle of ocean because reasons, because you don't want the enemies to have it. Like, why don't you want the enemies to have it? I don't know. Like, why is that circle of ocean any more important than that circle of ocean? I don't know. So instead, I'm trying to create capture zones that actually have like a story to them. You know what I mean? So there's actually like a reason why you're capturing that area, and the reason is you are rescuing overboard sailors. Observe, observe, crabs. I will show you. I will show the crab. I will show him the coolness. Catalinas, I think, are going to be added because of this. They're not in right now, but yeah, we could. That might be my plan. Right now, I'm struggling with something. Maybe you can actually help me with this, Krabs. I can't figure out how to make a capture area that boats can capture. Have you ever done that before? Or do you know anybody who has? Because the capture areas that I'm making are able to be captured by planes and tanks, but when you drive a boat through them, like nothing. It's like you're not in it. So what I need to do is figure that out and get that working. But I think I'd also like to get some like, some like flying boats that are like, hey, you guys can, like, maybe you don't use it to like, capture your own troops because your navy will be right there. But maybe if the enemy team leaves sailors in the water and like leaves capture objectives in the back that are, not picked up, then you can come in there and actually like scoop up prisoners. And it's like, hey, if you're not gonna take them, we'll fucking take them, kind of deal. You know what I mean? Before I was hesitant to add flying boats because there's nothing for them to do, but now there's actually something for them to do. So, so yeah, so something's going on with the with the capture objectives, and I don't know why, but when I try to sail my boat through it, it's like it doesn't know I'm in the zone, or it doesn't care that I'm in the zone. It's like, get in the zone, auto zone, and I'm like, bro, I'm in the zone, auto zone. So it's a bit a pain in the wicket, a little bit of a wicker basket, if you will. But mechanically, all the different, so that should be easy, because I'm sure I'm screwing up something really stupid, Crabs. I'm sure like somebody's gonna come along and be like, oh, you need to check this box, idiot, and I'll be like, great, that fucking fixed it. The hard part was cloning areas and using the string variables and integer variables. So I did alphanumeric spam. I have another capture zone that's out here, and that one's not working either, and that's just a static capture zone. So, alright, so Crab, so right now I just have it set to a time trigger. So this boat is going to come to a full stop. It's going to take him a while to do. It's going to take him like 2 minutes. But we're going to ride next to him as he goes. So you can already tell he's going way slower. So he's in full reverse right now. He's doing about 18 knots and he's slowing down more and more. Now I'm passing him at 18 knots. We'll head down to 14 knots. We're keeping up with him now. So he's like in full on panic mode. And this is what'll happen when they actually like take damage. So I'm just simulating it for the sake of testing. Alright, now I'm passing him at 13 knots. He's slowing down more. Now he's passing me at 7 knots. I need to pick it up another gear. Alright, so any second now we'll see him catch on fire. And when he catches on fire, he's going to make the sailors go overboard. And then create the capture zone. The zone is being created, but you'll see, like, I won't be able to capture it because I'm in a boat. Alright, I'm at 8 knots and I'm still keeping pace, but he's slowing down more. I think adding the extra minute will be good. He doesn't appear to be flooding any more than he was before. And here's the other thing, alphanumeric. I think he's automatically fighting. The ships automatically fight their own floods now. And that might be what it is. Like, I might be putting water on his ship, but he might actually be dewatering it. I don't know if I could tell him to not do that. Alright, he's almost at a dead stop. We're close. He's just creeping along. He should catch on fire any second now. Oh yeah, we could kill the pumps. Can you get me the names of the pumps? Yo, what's going on? Honing Bloom 07 to you, my guy. Alright, well, I'm passing him at 8 knots. Should catch on fire any second. He's basically dead in the water. You can see his engines are at 0 now. He's got no smoke. There. Alright, he's on fire. Alright, he's on fire, and then bam. Look at this shit, crabs. Look at the crew bailing out overboard, brother. Look at that shit, dude. This shit's wild as fuck, bro. So they got these guys here. And then we got this fucking hilarious guy over here in the smoke. And I have him in the smoke so that, like, it kind of obscures their spawning. But hold on, once the smoke actually clears. This fucking dude right here is hilarious. He makes me laugh every time. Alright, smoke is clearing out. Look at this fucking guy, dude. Look at this fucking guy, crabs. Look at him go, dude. He's like, hey, help. Please. There was not enough room on the good boat. They gave me... I was like, surely there's one more seat. And they were like, no. Surely, look at all that room at the front, though. No, there's no room. Come on, guys. I can sit in maybe one of your laps. And they were like, absolutely not. You get out there on your own, you son of a bitch. Oh my god, dude. Oh, I'm having too much fun with this. Go away, Frank. Fucking get out of here. Look at his shitty boat, dude. That's a fishing boat number 5. It's like, don't run over my plank. Fucking, you guys remember Ed and Eddie? Fucking plank, dude. That's his fucking lifeboat right now. Can I kill these guys? Oh, fucking. Nope. All right. No friendly. What about this fella? Can I kill this guy? Nope. That's probably good. This asshole gets a whole... He's like, please, sir, but it's a really shitty boat. It's not good. I'm mostly sinking. I love how he doesn't even bob up in the waves with the like the boat is floating in the waves, but he's like fucking he's just standing there like a dickhead, dude. I fucking love this guy, dude. He's my favorite part of the whole mission, dude. But god damn it, dude. Look how fucking far this thing floated away. I think it's at a dead stop now. And it seems like it's taken on some water. It's riding lower in the waves than normal. But yeah, I don't think it's able to sink if it's fighting its floods. Am I getting lag or what's going on here? I like how the ship's still like perfectly healthy. And like all those dudes bailed out. But anyway, so that would be your capture zone crap. And it is a capture zone. You can actually look on the map and you can see it's area Foxtrot right there. And here's area Gulf. Let's go ahead and sail to area Gulf just to satisfy alphanumeric's curiosity. I did it the other day. I'll do it again just to make sure. But yeah, so area G is just a regular capture zone. It has nothing to do with string variables, nothing to do with string integers. There's no specialness about it. It's just literally bitch create a zone, and it does, and it does a fantastic job of it. Morning, Direct. Good to see you, brother bear. Here comes more torpedoes. I don't know why I keep getting kills in this thing when I have not fired my weapon. If that thing shoots me, I'm fucked. There's no way I can do it. There's nothing I could do about that guy. And those things are actually super accurate. Oh shit, it's looking right at me. Oh no, it looks like it's looking at me when I zoom out. But then when I zoom in, it's not. It's really good, because if he shoots me, I'm not going to be good. Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. Oh no. Oh jeez, oh fuck. Please, sir. Oh Jesus. Please, sir, somebody needs to rescue Frank. No. Please, no more. Oh dude. He said, hello there. Yeah. Yeah, those coastal batteries do not fuck around. See, look at that guy, dude. That's what I want to have happen to my cruiser. Why can't I have this? Like, Mom, can we have flooding? No, we have flooding at home. And then our flooding at home is that fucking guy out there. He's still not sinking. Look at him not sinking. Look at this guy. He's got the hydrofoil attachment. Whoa. What happened there? I looked at the gun like, please, sir. I don't have children, but there's a man named Frank in a really shitty boat back there, and I was going to go rescue him eventually once I figure it out. If you could just see fit not to shoot me, I'd really appreciate it. Yeah, those things can only be killed by players, so the AI largely ignore them. And here comes the Alaska. Here comes the Alaska. Bum, bum. Do I not have torpedoes on this thing? I don't have torpedoes on this thing. I should really do something about that. I was gonna go lob a couple torpedoes into that Alaska, but... I'm gonna go fly over to that zone first, because it'll be a lot faster. And see if I can capture it while I'm in the air. Oh, I can kill the ship. Killing the ship, I mean, I could just have the ship literally bail out, and the ship will, like, explode in this huge fireball. Like, it's... Killing the ship's not going to be a problem. But I don't want to kill the ship violently. I want to kill the ship with flooding slowly. I want it to look like, I want it to look like... that guy. Damn. Damn. What the fuck is shoot? Oh, it's the Alaska over there. Get out of here, Alaska. Get out of here, shakes fist. Fuck off, dude. Jesus Christ, dude, leave me alone. You have so many bigger problems. God damn it, Alaska. You son of a bitch. Alright, maybe I gotta go there in a boat first. Let's sink the Alaska. Let's get rid of the Alaska. Let's try that. And then we can head over to G. Here comes. Here comes the Alaska. Trying to hit the bow. There we go. Jesus Christ, did he eat those? Does he care not for my torpedoes? Oh. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh, I'm so sorry! I'm so sorry, aircraft carrier. I was distracted by the Alaska. Alright. I think the Alaska has mostly fucked off. Oh shit! Oh fuck! Oh jeez! Oh no, don't spawn right next to the Alaska. Come on, give me a good spawn. There you go. Oh, damn it, come on. Let me in. Let me in! Nope, not that one. Hold on, what's going on with this aircraft carrier? Why are they... Is he so damaged that he can't steer? Interesting, we'll have to take a look at that. That's a very interesting turn of events. I wonder if things got so fucked up for him that they were avoiding collisions. Here's one of the airfields you can capture. Check this out, Krabs. I don't know if you've seen this yet, but we've got this going on too. So if you capture these airfields, each airfield will produce its own set of AI that will function on behalf of your team. And if the Japanese capture it, it'll create Japanese units. If the Americans capture it, it'll create American units. Right now it's just a neutral airfield. It doesn't belong to anybody. But as soon as somebody takes it, in this case Japan, within 60 seconds, I believe this is a fighter base because it's got a short runway. There should be some fighters that spawn, and then they will actually go after those American dive bombers and torpedo bombers. And they'll just constantly seek them for the rest of the match. Alright. So sometime in the next minute. The trigger cycles every 60 seconds, but... Alright, any second now. Should get some fighters coming in. Not sure which side of the airfield they spawn on. I think it's that side. Right, they should be. Oh, there they go. Like they should be here by now. So here they come. And they'll spawn in and they'll take off. And then they'll go fly a fucking mission for your team. And then if they die and you still own the airfield, they'll take off again. Like as long as the airfield belongs to you, your team will have this air power. Looks like he's having trouble taking off. He had trouble spawning too. He'll figure it out. I wonder what's going on with these guys. Wonder if they're waiting for all of them to spawn in. Normally they just take off right away. I'm gonna go try another airfield and see what's going on. Maybe I'm in their way. Am I in your way? Is that what it is, guys? Do you not want to take off because I'm fucking your shit up? What if I fly over here? Does that make you feel better about your situation? Interesting. I'll have to take a look at that. All the other airfields that I tested work grand. But those guys seem to be having some trouble, and I'm not sure why. This airfield here produces bombers. And I tested them before, so they should work. Before I do that airfield, though, I might go Ah, fuck it. I'm right here. I'll capture it real quick and get the bombers cooking. Get a little capture for the rapture. The hell are you guys shooting at me for? Alright. The bombers are cool because they'll actually go and attack the enemy aircraft carriers. See, they spawned in right away. And yeah, he's taking off. Of course, we've still got the bug with them, so they do the whole Charlie Brown that fucking one guy that's always got the dust cloud around him. So that's lots of fun. Explosions! But yeah, so these guys will take off, and there's more coming. And then they will self-navigate to the enemy aircraft carriers, and then they'll go and drop their bombs on them. And then when they die, as long as you possess the airfield, they'll go and do it again. So now he's making the turn for the aircraft carriers. Yeah, it would make more sense for ground units to cap airfields, but there's probably not enough room in the file to add extensive like these fucking areas are gigantic. Like it would take you hours just to get from here to here. You know what I mean? So it would be weird. Yeah, I can't follow him, but we can watch him. We can watch him try his best. Yep, he just died. But he tried. Here comes his brothers. Looks like they're gonna go for a different carrier. There's some torpedo bombers coming in too to help. Yeah, they have trouble making it. Here comes the last one. But yeah, if that oh shit, there's some shit underneath me. Oh fuck, oh jeez, oh bother. So yeah, all three of those Betty bombers are dead. And then if we come over here, since they died, here they go, trying again. And they will repeatedly take off and go after the enemy aircraft carriers wherever the air carriers are. And they will do that as long as you own this airfield. And they will mostly fly to their deaths because it's only 3 little bombers. But the more airfields you have, the more it adds up. And the more you are able to overwhelm the enemy's anti-aircraft defense, the more chance that they have to break through. So it's not about them being successful, it's just about them, like, bogging down the enemy forces. Alright, let's go check on this capture zone. Oh, it looks like, yeah, hold on. Hold the flippin' phone, boys. Hold it onto the receiver. We've got ships capping this area. Why? Why? What have you done that is different than what I have done? Oh no. Why is it spamming that message? That's not ideal. We'll have to take a look at that. AI... Maybe? Yeah, it should be players only, but I think those AI count as a player. Because those are bots. Those are actual, like, taking up the 64 slots. So those are bot players, so they should count as players, but the thing that was shocking to me is that they're in ships. Okay, that's fucking annoying. I gotta take a look at that. Why is that happening? We're gonna have to remove the audio from that if that's what happens. So yeah, the big thing about capturing those airfields is, like, if you're able to capture those and send more bombers after the aircraft carriers, then it basically helps you. It's like we're capturing it and then repeatedly losing it and then capturing it again, which is bizarre. It's like they really are capturing it over and over again. They actually lost it there for just a second. I'm not sure what to make of that. If I'm being totally honest. But that was good information to know that that area is capturable by ships. Because I'm the only airplane and I was not in there. Let's... Let's sail our Satsuya in there and see if it gets credit for capturing. Kiss. Yo, see you later, Mr. Crab. Thanks for coming by and checking it out, man. I'm looking forward to trying this with you, man. Excuse me, aircraft carrier. I'm gonna sail into that and see if I'm actually getting credit for being inside that zone. That'll be a good little test. Cause I'm wondering if CDK is actually wrong. And when I said can be captured by players, and I have that checked, it actually means cannot be captured by players. Or something like that. And like I'm fucking myself in a weird way. Alright, I'm pulling up into the zone now. God, that's getting annoying. We've captured the airfield. Now we need to hold it. Alright, I am... Okay, I'm inside. Okay, I'm inside the G point and I am capping it. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Oh shit, we just lost the Chiyoda? Chinoda! Well, now that we've come so far, we might as well try to kill those aircraft carriers over there and see if we can test out the ending conditions. There's torpedoes in the water. Oh boy. There's just a single pump DM. Nice! I can disable that. Nice work. Mr. Sar! Good to see you. Dewey, a pleasure. How you doing, Dewey? Alright, let's see if we can launch some torpedoes at these guys. Give these aircraft carriers a little once-over. What's 1 plus 2, Dewey? Oh, I thought it stopped for a second, but it did not. fucking, these voices are like getting to me, dude. At least we know we can create ship objectives. Now I just gotta go and look at what I did with that objective that I didn't do with the first one. Oh shit. Did I just run into my own torpedoes? No, surely not. I'm wondering if these guys are moving away from me at 25 knots. I'm wondering if my torpedoes will actually catch them. I think they will, but... Hey, we're getting hits. Let's fucking kill all these carriers. Once I get this last torpedo in the water, we'll start opening up with the main guns. Alright, nice. Hey, we killed the Yorktown. Let's go. So when we kill these 5 carriers, we should see, you know, mission completed for my team. That's what we're hoping to see, anyway. I just want the mission to end so I can stop listening to "We captured the airfield." I don't know why it's doing that, but that'll be a simple fix. We could just disable the audio for that thing. That's actually a checkbox. That's pretty straightforward. Bro, almost went. Oh, look at him go. Dude, it even as a fucking powerful ship, it still takes a lot to kill these fucking carriers. Like, imagine if players are trying to stop me right now. Shit would be impossible, dude. I couldn't sail in a straight line like this. Fucking. Like, these things are tough, dude. It's good. It's just, damn, they're even tougher than I gave them credit for. I thought I would have made short work of them. But there's still 4 floating. Oh my god, we get it. The airfield is ours. It's weird because I still see them floating over there. But they are dead. Like, they're not on the map as respawn bases anymore. I'm not sure why they're still observable floating away. Guess what, guys? Our team has captured the airfield. We must not let the enemies retake it. Fuck, these things are tough, dude. I'm just slamming. What even size guns are these, dude? 155mm shells, just slamming them all along the deck. Let's try some armor piercing. Enterprise is down. Last carrier. Once this last carrier sinks, we should see. Alright, Essex is destroyed. All 5 carriers are gone. It should run a check here. So we should see... Oh, Chitosi? Chitosi? You're okay. I lost 2 carriers. So it's weird that they're still floating. It picks them up, it picks up their corpses, sets them back down, and then they just kind of keep floating along. But the bases are gone, like they're wiped off the map. It's very curious that they're still alive. I don't know what's going on with that. Oh, I think I might know. Maybe. Maybe. I've got a sneaking suspicion what it might be. It might be the cyclical spawn rates causing them to come back alive. And now it's interesting. I don't know exactly. But I've got an idea. But the failure mission, the the failure thing, I think it might be this. So I might have to set a condition on there. I might need to get rid of that. I really liked it, but I might need to get rid of it. This is a trigger that automatically opens and closes the aircraft carriers. The reason it does that is because whichever spawn you create first, that is the automatic spawn. So if you create a spawn, say the Yorktown first, then the Yorktown will be the default spawn, and no matter what you do, almost everybody will go to the Yorktown, and the Yorktown will be very crowded, and all the other aircraft carriers will be very barren. Not exactly the end of the world, but in order to help mitigate that, what I did was, instead of creating a spawn that opens once and then stays open for the entire game, I created a system that opens the spawn and leaves it open for like 7 seconds. And then at the 6-second mark, it opens up the next aircraft carrier, and that one's open for 7 seconds, and so on and so forth. And it keeps cycling those through so that each aircraft carrier gets the chance to be the first aircraft carrier. So as a player, when you are playing the game, you don't have to do anything. The aircraft carriers will automatically cycle for you. So even if all you do is hit to battle, you'll end up on a random aircraft carrier, even if you necessarily don't want it. What I think might be happening is that trigger that's constantly marking it as a respawn base, it's doing it so quickly that the aircraft carrier itself doesn't have a chance to die. And like, as it's dying, it's also being turned into a respawn base, and that's why it's like sinking, 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 then getting thrown up in the air, and then landing, and then sailing off again. So separate each ship to a separate trigger. Have a condition for each trigger for the ship to be alive. Okay, I think I see what you're saying, Freeman. So, let me take a look at that. So, trigger, that's what I was thinking was going to be the easiest way to do it, AVS, is just leave it like it is. And like I think Freeman's onto something good there, but instead of rewriting all the scripts, because what I have works, and it works wonderfully. It's super simple, but the aircraft carriers really won't die until like the middle point. Like, I mean, it could happen, but it's not very likely. So somewhere right around the middle point, right around the 1700 second mark, I can just disable those two triggers that I have written, and then enable a new trigger that just opens up all the CVs, And at that point, it's like we would have enjoyed like the first half of the mission with that nice like cyclical rate, and then by the time the halfway point of the mission opens, it just like opens them all, and then stops the thing. Yeah, everybody be spawning on the like it'll be an automatic carry, but at that point it'll be like probably not a very like people will be so spread out like that it's not probably going to matter as much. Like once we get to the halfway point of the mission, people are going to be very sort of strung out and all over the place, and they're not gonna. It's like like within the first couple of minutes of the mission, like everybody's gonna go in together, everybody's gonna die together, and they're all gonna come back to the spawn menus within like like a 20 or 30-second span. So having it cycle there was helpful. Whereas, uh, once we're halfway in the mission, like you might die, and then the group behind you is like 3 minutes behind you, and like by the time they spawn in on the same carrier, you know what I mean? Like you're off and gone. Because the point was to try to like help avoid accidental air spawns, but I think AVS has the ticket. We'll just do that. So we're just going to write this really quickly. This is just going to be an event that is timed. A time expiry. We're going to get rid of the periodic nature. 1700 seconds. We're actually going to make it 1500 seconds. It's about 200 seconds right before the halfway point. At 1700 seconds, or 1500 seconds, we're going to come up here and copy this. And paste it. Also, we're going to come up here and disable trigger. Trigger disable. We're going to have 2 disabled triggers. We're going to disable USN, CV. Oh, I spelled that. I spelled that wrong. It's UNS CV spawns. And IJN CV spawns. Never caught that because I've never had to reference this before. Alright, so we're just going to disable that trigger. We'll wait. We'll wait 7 seconds just to make sure that any of the cycles that are still carrying out finish. And then we're going to mission mark as a respawn base. And this one, we're going to remove the disable after function, so it just opens up and stays open permanently. And then we're just going to copy all of the things. Perm CV spawns. We'll name the trigger that. And random battle carriers do not sync usually. Maybe you need to disable the spawn point. In random battles, the carriers do not sync you. To insta-kill the carriers close to the start of the game and test your theory so you don't have to wait forever. Yeah, we could make this trigger happen sooner and then go test it out. It's definitely a weird situation. Not sure why they do that. Doop. Okay, this is Enterprise. We're getting rid of the disable after. That's the second carrier. Now we need the third carrier. Luckily, I don't have to rewrite all these. I could just copy them and then just remove this disable thing. The disable was the thing that was closing the spawn. So as long as I remove that, these will all be permanent spawns. That's the third carrier. Let's grab the fourth carrier. Copy. And paste. disable after. And last one, copy, paste, and get rid of disable after. Alright, all of them should have disable after removed. Just make sure real quick. Yep. And yep. And yep. And yep. That takes care of the US side. Now I gotta do the same thing for Japan. So we'll copy the first one, the Tai-Ho. Bring it down. And bring it in. Just to ease on lag, we're probably going to put some weight conditions. Because I think creating all those spawn points right there in the middle of the map section will be a little heavy on the server. They're all getting created simultaneously, so we'll put a little bit of a weight between each action. That was the second one. Alright, we've got Tai-Ho and Chiyoda. Now we need to grab the Zui-Ho. Perfect. Bring her down. Paste it. We'll do the disable after in a second. We'll just do them all together. Alright, now we need the Chitosi. Copy that. Let's bring it down. Beautiful. And now we need the Shokaku. Copy that. Bring it down. Paste it out. Okay. Shokaku, get rid of the disable after. Chitosi, get rid of the disable after. Zui-Ho, get rid of the disable after. And Chiyoda and Tai-Ho should already be good. Yeah, disable after is good, and the Tai-Ho is good. Alright, action. The battles do sync in sim battles, and their spawn points disappear, but in those sim battles, the default spawn point is never reset. Yeah. You may be trying something the game wasn't designed for. It'd be logical to fix the ship when it's set to be a spawn point, because the player cannot shoot. Yeah. That's exactly what, like, where my head went. When I saw it happen to one ship, I was like, that's weird. When I saw it happen to the second ship, I was like, that's weirder. and then it happened to all five, and I'm like, okay, why is that happening? And the funky thing that I'm doing is probably it. It's the fact that I'm opening and closing the spawns, and it's a cool feature, and I love it. I love that I was able to, like, think of it just as like a way to, like, simulate, like, elevator operations. All right, we're gonna have the Tai-Ho come up, and we're gonna have the Chiyoda come up. We're gonna have the Zui-Ho come up, and we're gonna have the Chitosi come up, and then the Shokaku will go together with the other one. We'll just put a nice little 7-second timer. Why are we missing a carrier? Oh, that's what. We're not. It's right there. The Chiyoda needs to go down. Zui-Ho can come down here with the Intrepid. Alright, so disable that trigger, wait 7 seconds, make a US and a Japanese carrier, wait 7 seconds, US Japanese carrier, wait 7 seconds, so on and so forth. We'll get rid of these 7-second timers here. And then they'll be open permanently. Now, like Freeman was saying, we're going to test it, but we're going to test this to happen at the 30-second mark. So at the 30-second mark, the whole rotational bullshit will get disabled, and then we're going to come up with a test trigger. That is just destroy the carriers. And it's going to be an event that happens at the 60-second mark. Time expires. It's going to be a 60-second mark. So we disable the old trigger, do the new trigger at the 60-second mark, We're actually going to do it at the 90-second mark to give all those times a chance to carry through. And the action is just going to be unit, do bailout. And the object is going to be the JPCV, IJNCVs, which is just a squadron of CVs. And they're just going to bail out. Make sure that that squadron is still set. I've done some fucking around with squadrons before in the past. Haven't really used the Japanese CV squadron very much. Yep, they're still set and they're still assigned. Now, before we go and test that, I want to take a real good, hard-looking gander at the Bravo capture. So that worked for ships. So the target was an orb. The army was 0. You can capture on ground. You can capture in air. You can capture by GM. I actually had it set to not play the airfield sound, but it did it anyway. Interesting. I'm wondering if I need to make this default. This has been my sneaking suspicion, is that this guy right here needs to be bigger. Let's make him a nice round number. Let's bring him up to 400. I'd prefer him not to be that big, but I also would just prefer him to work. Now, I also want to take a look at those airfield sounds. So we've got airfield creation. We are not going to play airfield sounds here for any of these airfields. I don't know which one it was that was doing it. I don't care. I'm not trying to fix it. Just not trying to hear that shit. That was fucking annoying. And if that happens with 64 people in the match, dude, I'm going to have a fucking riot on my hands. So every capture zone is getting rid of the play sound. Period. That was not worth it. I thought, I was like, that could be neat. It was not neat. It was the opposite of neat. And that ought to squash it. Now the Bravo capture. The Bravo capture. It's a supremacy. What is test 02? Is that a supremacy? It's a supremacy. Alright, let's get off that play airfield sound. Alright. I need to do like a side-by-side comparison here. So, hold on. Bravo capture. This one worked. This was the capture point that actually worked. Ships were able to capture it. I sailed through it myself and it worked. So, we've got capture tags, ships, and boats, but no air. We have it set so no air. Good to know. Tags, ships, and boats. That's the one difference I've seen so far, is we got no air. Show border on map. Capture no penalty. That's how the other one is set to. Time multiplier 5, that I didn't think would matter. But maybe, but I don't, what we're going to do is we're going to match it. We're going to match it fucking exactly. Matter of fact, we're going to match it so exactly that I'm just going to copy it. And I'm going to fucking paste it down in here. And just, you know what? Whatever was in there that fucking worked, great. Use it. And we're going to delete the one that I had that was broken. And then we're going to direct the new capture area to the @capture string. Because the capture string is working. Yo, Emios. So, we are creating a new area. And that new area is being used to respawn units. And the capture area appeared Like, you could see the column of smoke coming out of the capture area. So it was there, but I couldn't capture it. But I could capture the other one. So I'm not gonna think on it too hard. We're just gonna roll with that. We've copied over something that for fucking sure works, and then we brought it into the new script, and then we just directed the copied thing at the capture string. We'll see what that does. We also need more time on the boats bailing out, so we're just gonna make that 300 seconds. That boat just really fucking does not want to slow the fuck down. It doesn't want to stop all the way. Pumps. Somebody was saying I could damage pumps. Yeah, I have the Yubari and the S. How did you do that? Alphanumeric spam, bro! I'm looking for compartments, but it's a nightmare program, and yes, I know what you mean, dude. It's a nightmare. Progress. I'm sorry I missed your thing. I was busy talking with Freeman and AVS about the CV thing. I got distracted. How did you pull it up, dude? But pump 01 DM and pump 02 DM. Too easy. Alright, so let's take a look at that. Let's go unit damage. And let's just give it pump 01 DM. And then let's get rid of pump 02 DM. And then what should we do to damage them? I think we just set it on fire will be good. Setting it on fire. 01 is the front pump, 02 is the back pump. Good to know. Okay. Okay, super good to know. Yeah, MDC, dude, it's a fucking pain in the ass, brother. CDK can be fun, but man, you gotta have the patience of, I don't know, a llama or a fucking animal that has a lot of patience. It's pain in the Dickens, dude. Dickens pain. All right. Blah 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 blah. I'm gonna try this real quick. I'm gonna try to force minus 100. Actually, no, I'm gonna force minus 1. And see if that does. Yo, Farasol, thank you for the raid. Party at 12. 07 to you, dude. Okay, so 2 things we're testing. 3 things we're testing. Aircraft carriers sinking on the Japanese side. What happens when the new trigger takes over and stops the cyclical spawns? Cyclical spawns will stop at the 30-second mark. We will confirm that visually. At the 90-second mark, the aircraft carriers will be gutted. They will be destroyed. What happens? Do they fly in the air, land back down, and keep going, or what have yous? Test number 2. Does our guinea pig death ship stop before he dumps sailors overboard? That's test number 2. We want him to be as close to a stop, because right now he's almost stopping. He's dumping the sailors overboard when he's going like 5 knots, and then he just keeps coasting for a while. I need him to be like, fucking knock it off. Fucking sit here. Test number 3, can we capture the zone that is created? The zone is created. That was the hard part. But now that we've carried over this new capture script from a confirmed working script, like we all were here. We all saw it with our own eyeballs. That shit worked. And I've copied it. I didn't try to like side by side it. I said copy paste. So whatever was in that one is exactly in this one, minus the target. I changed the target to the actual target, and it should be good. Far Assault, dude, how was your stream, Brother Bear? Tell me all about it. Brock Retro, good to see you. Zero to Hero, man, dude, all the fucking superstars are here. What is up, boys? What is up, Ferda? All right. I'm just balls deep in CDK, Far Assault, just having kind of fun. I don't know. Like, I'm not mad. So I feel like if you're doing CDK and you're not mad at everyone, then you're mostly having fun. That's about the bar for standards of success in CDK. All right. 30 seconds goes by. We are going to wait. We should see cyclical spawning of the CVs. Then we should see a hard stop of that. Once we see that hard stop, I'm going to set a minute timer. Okay, so here comes the cyclical. Taiho. Chiyoda. Zuiho. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Chitosi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Shikaku. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Taiho. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Chiyoda. Okay, I think it stopped. Great. 1 minute timer. The aircraft carrier should die in 1 minute. Let's see if that happens. Let's also get off of the aircraft carrier before that happens. If your computer still works after a fucking CDK session, then you're having a good time. Alright, about 30 seconds until we get destruction. And then we're just gonna see what happens to these bad boys. These boys... Oh shit, we got the mission failed right away. Well... I'd say that worked. It looked fucking good to me, dude. So it had to be that cyclical shit. Fucking, dude, yo, AVS Freeman, great job, dude. Great fucking job, guys. That was exactly it. Had to have been. That was exactly how it was supposed to work. All 5 carriers are dead. Victory conditions met. Fucking moving on, dude. We got a hardcore mission failed. Aircraft carriers didn't fly in the air. I'd say that's good. I'm gonna have to undo that trigger now. Mission failed successfully. Yeah, that was we were testing. So yeah, Brock, I've got like logic written, so it's like when the victory conditions are actually met, like we get the whole, hey, you failed or you succeeded or whatever. It was a pain in the dick, but it was just a nice little touch. Okay, so we can undo that. That was the permanent CV spawns. Because that is so successful and so good, I'm going to just drag that right to the top just to keep myself sort of organized because I don't have categories. Somebody yelled at me about not having categories earlier, and it made me feel kind of bad on my inside bits. I tried categories, and it seemed to fuck with shit that I didn't want fucked with. So now I don't have them, alright? And I'm sorry if you guys are like, oh, these files, I can't look at them without the categories. It's my bad. I don't know. Sorry, but I'm not sorry. Alright, 1500 seconds, bam. At the 1500 second mark, CV cycles will stop. Nobody's really gonna notice. Almost nobody's gonna care. And that'll be good because I'm hoping primarily that, like Freeman was saying, he was like, well, what about perfection? And it's like, I gave up on the pursuit of perfection a long time ago. But the first 1500 seconds of the mission, it'll be something that's happening in the background that most people won't really notice. Like some people will be like, hey, why does my respawn base keep changing? Like I'm not changing it. And it'll be like, well, I want to spawn, like my buddies on the Yorktown. I want to spawn on the Yorktown. It's like you just have to wait for it to come back around, and you're not gonna have to wait more than like 20 seconds. Like just tell your buddy to hold on 20 seconds. But most people won't care. Most people are just gonna hit spawn. Just put me in, coach. You know what I mean? And having while the mission is kicking off and everybody's trying to get in, having that cycle will just kind of help spread people out naturally because the first wave is going to go in, everybody's going to die within like a very narrow window of time. Then the second wave is going to come in, and most people are going to die within a narrow span of time. But that second wave, a couple people might split off and go for airfields. A couple people might have enough for fighters, and they might go and do cap. And the deaths will start to get, and then the third wave, the torpedo bomber waves will be slightly smaller. They'll be a little bit more haggard, and the longer it goes, the more spread out the players will become. As the players become spread out, crowding into one aircraft carrier becomes less of a concern. So, to Freeman's credit, not the perfect solution, but to AVS's credit, a way simpler solution. So I didn't have to rewrite the whole fucking triggers and spend the next 2 hours of my life doing that. So, fucking aces though. Thank you for the help, boys. And then after 1500 seconds, it'll be kind of nice because then you'll be able to manually select the aircraft carrier that you want, which will become important by then because a couple of your aircraft carriers might have been crippled and left behind. And you might be like, oh, I want to, fly a fighter and protect my aircraft carriers. And there's 4 up here and there's 1 back here. And it's like, logically, I want to spawn with the 4 because it's like, if I'm going to provide fighter cover, it's better to cover more than to cover less. Like, I'm only 1 fighter, but if I can keep all the bombers out of this area, then I'm keeping 4 CVs happy. So giving the people at that point in the mission the ability to sort of like pick and choose tactically, where at the beginning all the carriers are together, all the carriers are healthy, it's fine. Like it doesn't really matter what carrier you spawn on. Like even if your wingman spawns like on a different carrier, it's like, yeah, he's fucking 100 yards ahead of you, dude. Just, you know what I mean? Like just slow down a little bit. He'll find you. So I think that that's a really graceful solution. Thank you guys for your help with that. Now, we need to kill the trigger that kills the carriers. So, destroys the carriers. CDK tip number 1086. Never, ever, 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 ever delete a trigger without closing this window. Then delete it. Don't know why. You destroyed all the... You want to test it again? Kill the carriers one by one. Yeah. You know what? I think you might be right, Freeman. Hold on. Let's put it back. Destroys the carriers. For the sake of thoroughness and completion, that's what we'll do. So we're just going to do... a time expiry. We're gonna wait 40 seconds, and then we're gonna do unit, do bailout, and we're gonna do it all to individuals. So Japanese CV 0. I'll copy that, and then we'll type 1. Alright, and then we're going to wait. And then we're going to bail. And we're going to do 0, 2. And then we're going to wait. And then we're going to bail. And then we're going to do 0, 3. And then we're going to wait. And then we're gonna bail. And then we're gonna do a 0, a 4. And then we're gonna wait. And then we're gonna bail. This is the fun part of CDK. Perfect. Okay, at 40 seconds, we'll kill 1, then 20, then 2, then 20, then 3, then 20, then 4, then 20, then 5. During that time, we'll be able to see the other tests occur, hopefully. We might actually increase this time to 100 just so I can actually watch that other test. And up here for the permanent CV spawns, we need to put that back. Out of 1500, we need to put that back down to like 30 seconds. Perfect. All right, another test. Another day, another test. Okay, I'm 90% sure Yubari has 5 compartments. And I'm 80% sure they're organized front to back, so 01 is the frontmost and 05 is the backmost. Fuck! So there's no lefty-righties? Okay. Well then what we're going to do, alphanumeric spam, for our test, let's do all 5 compartments. If you're saying it's got 5 compartments, I believe you. So we're going to do 1, 2, hey buddy, hey pigeon bear, 3, hold on, pump 1, pump 2, compartment 3, up, compartment 4. All right, we're going to do 4 out of 5 from front to back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And pump 1 and pump 2. Got it. All right. Let's save that again. Hey, buddy bear. Hold on. Hold on, boys. It's cat break. It's a cat break. Wait. It's time, he said, Dan. Dad, I love that you love CDK, but... He said, it's cat break time. Can I get a cat break? Who's your special guy? Who's my fuzzy pal? Do not show your asshole to the camera. You did it anyway. I feel like you did it specifically because I asked you not to. Such cat. Come here, buddy. My bad. My bad, buddy. You do your thing. For those of you guys who don't know the story on this fella, this is Pigeon. He is a feral cat that I have been domesticating. And you can see he's come a long way. I can pet him now. I can give him no scritches. He loves affection. He loves attention. He loves watching movies. He loves hanging out with me on the computer. And but yeah, so this guy, he was a fully wild ass feral cat outside that was freezing to death. And you know, we found him kind of in the early winter. He showed up, and we started, you know, we were feeding the birds, and he kept showing up. And so we started feeding him too, and that's why his name is Pigeon, is because he just kind of became, you know, before we realized that he would be ours, we just realized there was a cat outside, and he was so skittish, boys. If you looked at him through the window 50 feet away from him and he realized, like, if you made eye contact with him, he was gone. Like, he was, like, running away from you scared. You know, even if you didn't even move, just making eye contact with him was enough to freak him out. So, but we were feeding him, and his name became like very synonymous with feeding the pigeons. Like, we were like, I'm gonna go outside and feed the pigeons, and then over time that just sort of became to mean like, I'm gonna go outside and feed the birds and the cat. And we actually started getting him like fancy feast and all that stuff, and he would show up every day. And then as winter set in and it got colder and colder, pigeons started looking not so great, and we were like, yo, we need to rescue this cat. So we made the decision to open up the dog door for the first time since Varro died. And we were like, okay, let's just move his food closer and closer to the dog door. Like, obviously, we can't go out there and just pick him up. We can't even make eye contact with the fuzzy friend. So let's just open up the dog door, and we'll put his food next to the dog door. And then, maybe he'll just sort of, over time, just realize, like, hey, there's, warmth emanating from that area. Like, and kind of just poke his head in and just sort of come in on his own. And so we tried that for a couple of weeks, and as we were trying it, Pigeon was just looking worse and worse and worse, and he was showing up less often, and it was just like the cold was obviously getting to him, and he was a summertime cat. It was very obvious, like he was like just coming out of his kitten stage, and so he had like no survival skills. He, it was going to be his first winter, and it was going to be a super harsh one. So we made the decision to trap him, because we were like, man, if we wait for this dude to come inside on his own, like, he's going to freeze to death first. Like, he's just too scared. There's just no way. So, yeah, Alaskan winters go crazy. Like, it was like minus 10 degrees outside. It's not like, oh, like, people are like, it's a cat dragon. Like, they're not going to freeze to death. Like, no, they could super freeze to death up here. Like, fucking, like, it's, exposure to the elements is definitely a thing up here. Buddy, there's still some left. Are you done? Is that, you just don't even care about the last little bit, huh? So we brought him inside. Yeah, he said, "Get out of here, Dad." So we brought him inside, and then for the last 3 or 4 months we've just been working on him, and he's very peculiar. He obviously didn't spend a lot of time with other cats. He doesn't really know how to meow properly. He just learned how to purr for the first time. He's still kind of particular. He's like, he likes being petted, but he's very particular about like where. Like, he likes to be petted when he's on the couch. He doesn't like to be petted, if you're like standing up. So we're just all learning everything about each other and spoiling him. We got him a robotic mouse. That like has like a laser and like a crazy ribbon tail and shit. For him to play with and stuff like that. He's got a bunch of toys, and yeah, he's getting. I mean, and boys, you should hear him. Oh my God, when I come in from outside, he just like he runs up to me, he meows at me once, and then he goes over to the couch and he plops over and he's like, oh, that's the other thing. You know what I mean? Like, cats like don't like their bellies touched. Pigeon, I guess, never got that lesson from his mom. So he's like, rub it out, buddy. Like, fuck, get everywhere. This fuck feels great. So he loves being petted. And, yeah, he's just a sweet little bean. And, so that's Pigeon. And, guys, you can actually go back on the stream, because his first appearance on the stream was maybe a month and a half ago. Not too long ago. Not terribly long ago. And guys, it would be, first of all, that was a huge milestone, just for him to come down here and check out what was going on the stream. Like, we left the door open, but he was just like, he didn't want to be in the same area as us. So having him actually like creep up and poke his little head up over the desk, and people were like, is that a cat? And I was like, oh shit, it's Pigeon's first appearance. And you can just tell night and day difference. So every day is just a little bit better with him, and he just gets a little bit more brave. Every new day. Yeah, global warming. Well, I mean, I'm so low on the coastline, dude. Like, my cabin's getting flooded, so. Oh, dude, I love rats. Freeman. Oh my God, dude. People do not appreciate how fucking cool rats are, dude. Rats are so smart, so affectionate. I've had a pet rat and several pet mice. Like, my mom, like, I found out that, like, people feed mice to their snakes, and I was at the pet store, and I was like, ooh, people have pet mice in the pet store, and I was like, oh no, they're snake food. And then, of course, I was mortified, so my mom got me, like, a pet mouse and a pet rat, and they were friends, and it was cool. It was a good time, and yeah, they're just super, and everybody was like, oh, pet rat, and it's like, dude, rats, like, Yes, like if the rat lives in the sewer, they're dirty, but like if you put them in like a cage, they're very clean and they're very smart and they're very affectionate. Um, they're super cool pets, and like they just like to crawl up on your shoulder and hang out with you, and um, yeah, like if they're not fucking like if their home isn't full of piss and shit, then oh surprise surprise, all of a sudden they fucking stay clean. I'm so sorry for your loss, Freeman. That fucking sucks, dude. I have no idea, MDC, but I just heard that the other day. Apparently, if you have like a domesticated pig and you let it out in the wild, it will grow hair on its back and tusks within like a matter of weeks and go like full fucking feral, which is absolutely wild. And I read it on the internet, so I don't know if it's true because it sounds crazy, but it sounds just crazy enough to be true. But yeah, like apparently, like if you just like take a fully domesticated pig and just put it out in the woods, it just goes fucking giga chad like that. Uh, that's a mind blower. Okay, so our ship is definitely slowing down. This is our test ship, by the way. This is the guy who's gonna make our. Oh, hey, our aircraft carriers are starting to die. So let's watch him for a second. It does not look like he's doing the magic floaty spawn thing. This was a good idea, by the way, Freeman, to actually go through and test it again a little bit more thoroughly. Yeah, he's fully going under the waves. Okay, there goes Chioda. And he's not doing the floaty thing. There goes Zuiho. And they're looking good. One of these two guys is next. There goes Chitosi. And he's looking good. This one right here is a little concerning because his corpse isn't going under like the other ones did. So that's strange, but everybody else has been dying very gracefully. Where is the other one? Oh, the other one was over there. Okay. Turbo Carl, we had a bug earlier, and we were just testing out what was causing the bug, and we just tested out a fix action for it. It was the aircraft carriers were dying, but then they were like coming back to life. After they died, like they were like zombie carriers. So yeah, I don't know. It was weird, but we figured out what it was, and we just solved it. So okay, 1,500 seconds back on this bad boy. Let's close this window and get rid of destroy Zacarias because we do not want to destroy them now. And now I can get back to testing the actual thing that I wanted to test, which is going to be, can we capture the motherfucking zone? And does the Yubari sink good? I'm going to take a quick little break. I'm going to run this, and since it's going to be, it's like a 300-second script, so I'm just going to park it up and let the actions occur instead of rewriting it, and I need to go use the bathroom and stuff anyway. And I will be right back once I'm done. Let's load up number 20. Alright, test 20 coming online. Alright, we're just going to let all that spawn cycling stuff happen. And I'm just going to point my camera so we can see it. And then I'm going to go step upstairs. And I will be right back. Okay, so I was watching that from upstairs, and so far it looks pretty good. The ship floated not too far off course. Question is, why don't I have a circle here? Oh, I don't think I marked the border of that one. No, I should have. It should look exactly like the G point, and it's not. So that's a little concerning already. Let's see what happens when we get in there. So there's our little lifeboat. Come on, please let me capture. That's a little concerning, the whole floating in the air thing. Alright, I'm in the zone and I'm not capturing. Oh, fuck. Alright. And man, that guy still fucking floats. Why? Won't you capture? Now I'm stuck. Why am I stuck? What the hell? It's like I ran into his corpse, but his corpse is over there. That's bizarre. California, it's going. Yeah, he's not dead. He just keeps doing that every time I look at him. Um, the ship itself is not dead. I don't have him set to destroy. He's just on fire, and he should be flooding, but it doesn't look like the flooding is working like it should. And every time I look away from him and look back, he's up in the air for some odd reason. But I might just have to kill him. I was hoping I could avoid killing him and have him actually just flood out, but it doesn't look like that's working, which is fine because I can just have him actually like get destroyed, which is just as well. But the thing that's not working is this capture zone. So this right here, this little column of smoke where this lifeboat and these guys are at, should be a capture zone that I should be able to capture from a boat, just like I did at the G point, because I copied that logic exactly. And it's making a capture zone. That's what that column of smoke coming out of the water is. That's a capture zone. That's the smoke that marks it. But I'm gonna try to go through it. I'm gonna try to go through it with an airplane real quick and see if that see if I can capture it in the air. Oh no, I shouldn't be able to capture it in the air because the other one's set to not be capturable from the air. Okay, what to do? How do we... So this area right here should be getting cloned. And it should be appearing at the corpse of that ship. First of all, let's go and let's remove all of the unit damage stuff because that's not working like I want it to. And it's largely unnecessary. It was mostly just for aesthetics, but what we can do instead is just destroy the unit. So we're going to do unit bailout. Unit do bail. Unit do bailout. The object will be the Japanese CL number 10, and we will save that for the very end, because you cannot bail out until everything gets created. So we're just going to set a little wait timer to have that thing wait like 20 seconds before it bails out. That'll be fine. So we duplicate the area at the position. That's happening. Then we target the area for the respawning of our lifeboats. That's happening. Then we're marking it as a capture zone, and that's happening. But the thing that's not happening is the ability to actually capture the zone. Why? Thanks, Marino. What am I missing here? Hey, buddy. Hey, little Fertabean. Do you have ideas that you would like to share with the class? Do you know how to fix it? Do you have the solutions? Or do you have the violence? Ah, yes, kill the treat. If you kill the treat first, it makes it safer to consume. Who's a kitty? Who's a kitty? Who's my guy? Come here, fella. Come on. Come here. Come here. Come here, fella. Yeah. Who's a fella? No. He said, don't pet me. He said, don't pet me, fuck you. He does, but it'll cost you. Freeman, what am I missing here? I copied that capture base exactly. I'm getting the smoke column indicating that a capture base has been created. The capture base is created in the right area. But then I can't capture it. Why? Also, before I forget, it is his first collar, but it's new to him. Looks like I need to close out CDK real quick. Let's save this. Sometimes CDK gets a little laggy. What's it overlapping with? Nothing. He's got a little tag, and he's got a little jingle bell on him. Let's just close out a CDK real fast and reopen that up. Why is this not capturing? Something I might try. Is float planes. The capture point looked like it had another dome overlapping. Which capture one? The one in the middle? Or the ship one? Let me go take a look. See if I can see what you're seeing. So here's the Uh, here's the middle one that works. The only difference is when this capture point is created, it is literally referring to this exact object. When this capture point gets created, this one over here, it is actually cloning a new area. So this is yeah, there's multiple domes. This big dome is a an area trigger that stops the spawning of when the fleet gets into that area, it disables triggers of AI spawnings because this is like the big lag zone when the two surface fleets can see each other for the first time and they start engaging directly surface to surface, and that is very strenuous on the server. So that is a temporary holder, a pause for nice crabs. Bro, I was just thinking about Maui Mike's today. Think about it, dude. I was giving out my Pokemon gifts, which by the way, you need to send Catherine a Pokemon gift. Um, bro, she's you're not sending enough Pokemon gifts, dude. Um, but I sent somebody a Maui Mike's Pokemon gift, and 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 I thought about it. So yeah, so that is a trigger that or that is an area that when the fleet enters it, they temporarily halt the spawning of the AI waves in order to just sort of like tamp down on lag. Um, we're gonna actually do one more thing real quick. We're gonna something that I this bailout mission here. Yeah, we need to do another bailout command. Alright. That is Marpi, Cagman, Sussup, Kobler, Aslito, and Asiga. Now we need to do Garguon, Garguon, Garguon. We need to do Sussup or Usfu, Usfu, and Usfu, Usfu US. And then we need to do Aslito and Aslito. I'm sure I'm saying these wrong. Aslito and Aslito US. Garguon US, Garguon Japan, Usfu Japan, Usfu US, Aslito Japan, Aslito US, and I'm missing one more. Which one am I missing now? It's Marpo. Marpo Japan and Marpo US. And then these other ones can be deleted. Just a double bailout there. I noticed, the reason I'm doing that is because I noticed in the last test a couple of rogue B-34s flying around. And I figured that they would eventually get themselves killed, but it doesn't look like they are. So that ought to help them be a little bit more deliberate about bailing out. Alright, and then I might space out these spawn waves of bombers a bit more. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and then finally 55. We'll do that same thing for the US, or for the Japanese side. So here we go again, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. And that'll make the spawns a lot less aggressive. And it'll guarantee that each spawn wave is spaced out by at least 5 seconds. So none of them can overlap as much. And hopefully help space them out a bit better. Because I am noticing today a little bit of lag with that. Alright, does anyone have any fucking ideas on this? Let me save this real quick. And then I'm gonna try one more test, and then I think I'm gonna call it, whether it's a success or failure. I think I'm gonna call it a break for the night. We're gonna come in here and grab the test 22 text, and we're gonna grab the CDK reference units, and then we're gonna grab the War Thunder Wiki Japan Aviation. We're gonna open up USA planes, and we're gonna open up Japan planes, and we're gonna look for a couple of floaters here. So H6K4, that's a good one. H6K4, we're just gonna add him into the script. All right. H6K4, R equals 0, and then go down to the Japanese side and add in H6K4, B equals yes. Alright, and then let's look for, I think the Catalina will be a good, I don't know, should we use the Catalina? The H6K4, what's the BR of this thing? BR is at 2.3. Let's take a look at, I think the Catalina is a good match, but the PBM1 Mariner is a contender. The PBM1 Mariner is at 2.0. I think the Catalina is at 2.0 as well. I would say PBY. Yeah, probably PBY. I mean, shit, I could add both of them, really. Could add all three. But let's just do the two Catalinas. So PBY. Take me to the PBY. Bam. Alright, there's the PBY5 and the PBY5A. Let's grab the PBY5 and add that to the US side. B equals yes, and the PB5A. And B equals yes, and then we'll copy both of these. Copy, and then take them up here to be added here. Oh, don't do that. Oh, don't do that. And then R equals 0. R equals 0. Alright, we gotta save this. It's gonna save as a text file. So we're gonna save it as version 0.23t. And then we're gonna close that out, close that out, close that out. Come back in here to CDK, and we're gonna load up version all files, test 0.23t, and then we gotta resave this as a B. For some odd reason, my notepads, I feel like there was like a Windows update, and now all of a sudden my notepad won't save as BLK files. I don't know why that's happening, but it's super annoying. We're gonna save this as version 0.23, and then when I save it as this, it'll save as a BLK. The 5A has retractable wheels. It has floats as well. Hey, buddy bear. Hey, buddy bear. Look at him. Look at him exploring. What you doing over there, friend? You just knocking shit down? You fucking guy. Alright, and let's load up version 0.23. Copy that link. I copied that link. Come back into War Thunder. And there's somebody in there having fun, so we're going to leave him to it, and we're just going to create another version. Just let him have his fun and poke around. Doc Yosemite, howdy howdy. Howdy 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 howdy. Let me quickly close this out and go change my lineup real quick, because we need to grab ourselves an H6K4. Sure, we'll put it on the Keiko. Also, while I'm here, I need to go ahead and get some fucking modifications for this bad boy. We need to get these time shells and the smoke screen. Seems like I have the smoke screen. The T14 we need to depth charges? Yeah, I don't... Oh, there we go. Alright. Just needed to equip those. The Furutaka, am I missing anything important here? I'm going to go ahead and buy the smokescreen for the Furutaka. The Setsuya. We're going to go ahead and grab those time shells, because those will be very good. We're going to grab these 20.3 centimeter timed shells, because those will be important. And the Agano, we're going to grab those timed shells. We've already got the smoke screen. I'm not going to bother upgrading everything else. And then the H6K4, we're pretty much good to go there. Okay, let's get back into it. Alright, modify, we got 0.23 in there. We got a new lineup. Let's give her the old college try. So what we're going to do is we're going to rerun it. We're going to let that capture zone be created. And then we're going to test and see if this float plane can capture the objective. There's definitely more than 5 compartments. It just doesn't show them all. It's alright, alphanumeric spam. You tried, buddy. Yeah, dude. I mean, that's why I was like, can anyone else besides me do this? Because I did not want to deal with it. Yeah, dude. I'm sure the asset viewer is just as much of a pain in the ass as CDK. Doing some Navy stuff? Yeah, doing some event testing and calibration for an upcoming really big simulator naval air combination event. Alright, so we got our little H6K4 here. I'd really like to take a look at the lag too, now with those lag spacers in there. I'll be looking for that. Let's go ahead and go link up with our guinea pig ship. He's back there. And let's go see how he's doing. It's gonna be 300 seconds until we see it, but... So right around there, that These funny thing here, Freeman. I don't know if you're still here, but those are the old capture zones from the old map, and you can actually see all the tests that have been run for this spawn cycling. He creates one every time, and so as I've been spacing out the timing and stuff like that, those smoke columns have ended up in different areas. That's the new area right there. I think that furthest column is the new area. And those areas came as we were like figuring out how long it actually takes him to come to a stop. But until I reset my game, those, so like once I crash my game out and restart it, they'll go away. But for some odd reason, it remembers them, even though this is a completely fresh scenario. I don't know why. It's super bizarre. So here's our guy. You can see him going real slow. Not even creating bow wake anymore. He's actually really stopping. He's doing a great job. Wow, with the 300 seconds on there, he might actually start going backwards. Nope, he started moving again. Weird. Why did that happen? That's the controls. Okay, alright, we might take those out then. Hold on. Yeah, dude, man, you did good with the US and the German. I am sorry that you also did British. British are the second worst naval nation. I've got them all, top tier in all naval nations. Italy is by far the worst, and Britain is the second worst, but better than Italy. I'd say Russia's the best. US is a very close second. Like, Germany's a strong third. And Japan is either the best or the fourth best, depending on the map. Yo, Dak Thir! Thank you for the subscription, my guy. Never expected, always appreciated with the 8 months. Are we on fire yet? Doesn't quite look like it. So the reason I'm here in this float plane is I want to see if anyone is capable of actually capturing this this zone, including aircraft. So with a float plane, I can actually just get in here and look at that. It's I feel like it's still seeking its I feel like it's still got behavior, because I just watched it make 2 full complete stops there. Yeah, dude, the Alaska, man, you're gonna love the Alaska a lot more than the Hood. The Hood is neat, but man, it's a fucking slog to get there, dude. The UK coastal is trash, like really bad, and that's that. And their torpedoes are fucking garbage, and that's really annoying. Okay, here comes the ship's imminent death. There's our capture area. Objective Foxtrot was just created. There's the death of the ship in place of the flooding. And I just sailed right through the area, and it did not appear that I was capturing. I need to rescue these sailors. Bouncy, 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 fun, 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 fun. The most wonderful thing about being in H6K is I'm the only one. I'm the only one. Alright, let's line back up with the capture zone. Let's come through it nice and slow. I should be well within range of it. And I am not capturing. But I am floating. Let's see if I can capture it while I fly through it. No, no Cappy. I know, dude. Is the Karlsruhe worth it? I fucking love the Karlsruhe, dude. That and its sister ship. I can't remember. The Nürnberg? I fucking keep both those dudes on my lineup, man. They are fucking amazing. The Karlsruhe is the one that's just like the Nürnberg, right? Where it's got the two rear turrets that are like asymmetrical, and they can turn 360 degrees. That is a fun fucking feature. As I'm sure you know from playing Naval, most players suck at hitting targets that are moving away from them, and the Nuremberg and the Karlsruhe are really good at getting in there, pounding people to get their attention, and then turning away once people start shooting at you, and then zigging and zagging, and like you can keep firing at them the whole time that you're pulling all those maneuvers with your two rear turrets that are super firing and super rotating. Why is the corpse still there? Alright, we're gonna fly through as slow as we can and see if we can get a capture here. Get it to start doing its thing. Nope. Did not get the capture. Okay, pull up. We're gonna die. Alright. Well, this is super bizarre to say the least. But I think I just fucking thought about how to do it. Okay, boys. Back to the drawing board. Back to the drawing board, boys. I just had a little epiphany moment just now. I've been doing it all wrong. I've been doing it all right. But I'm overcomplicating this. And I'll show you why. Okay. So we got a lot of this going right? Like, alright, unit dies, great. Unit variable string gets 1 added to it, awesome. The integers get added to the string value, fantastic. The object area is cloned in the correct spot and named uniquely and then able to be successfully referenced, perfecto. The objects spawning in go into the area. We get the lifeboats. We get Steve on his stupid little plank. The ship dies, easy. The capture zone gets created, but it doesn't get fully made. Something is wrong. Now, I don't know what's wrong, but what if we tried this? We have units. We have we have 3 units standing on top of where the capture area needs to be, and they go to the right place. So, what if instead of creating the capture area out of the variable string, what if we create the capture area out of the units which have been moved to the variable string? Will that make the behavior of the capture area more predictable? Let's find out. So, let's go back to our test department. Let's put on our testing hats. Alright, not going to mess with any of that. Everything up to this point is perfect. But what we are going to do is we're going to move the capture zone down to where the unit dies. So we're going to let the unit spawn in, and then we're going to wait 20 seconds. Then, oh, I can't do it, can I? I was afraid of that. In order, I have to select an area. It has to be an area. Time for bed. 07, Mr. Nation. Take care, Brother Bear. Be well. Be at peace. Be a good lad. Fucking hell. Why won't you? Why won't you do what I want you to do? I was hoping that I could just say, hey, target the units and just make the area the units. But it doesn't look like. I might need another night to sleep on this. Hold on. Let's go back to the test real quick. Yeah. Let's go back to the test real quick. Because that's something. Alright. Let's go back to the test real quick. Version 0.24. I didn't have the air tag enabled. Might be able to. I might be able to pull. It's not going to solve everything, but I might be able to pull this little trick out of my rear end here and make that. Oh yeah, hold on. The triggers. We wait too long on this. The ship made like 2 complete stops. I'm gonna go back and watch the replay real quick to observe and try to time it out. So replay that, and then we're gonna, once it starts, want to see exactly at what point that ship made a full stop. And I feel like the thing is, because the ship has waypoints and I tell it to stop, once it made the full stop, it did so. And then it was like, okay, I've completed that task. Now I'm going to resume my waypoints, and he takes off again. So, like, if we watch it at full speed, you can see, oh, that's funny, those little smoke columns even appear in the thing. Watch this ship here, and if we watch it at full speed, you'll notice it makes a full stop there, and then he goes, and he accelerates, and then he makes a second full stop, and then he goes again. Here comes the second full stop, right around here-ish. There's the second full stop right there. And then he starts going again. You could see, like, he clearly starts accelerating. And then he goes and he dies, right? So, where did that first full stop occur? And however many seconds that took, that's what the delay needs to be. Just make him come to a stop and then kill him. Alright, so we are...
Oh, they left us. Alright, onward.
Let's watch for this first full stop. We'll just see how many seconds we're in. It always happens so slowly that I couldn't really see the gradual change in real time. But I noticed it from the air. This guy's stopping and going. It doesn't take him that long to make a full stop. But once he makes a full stop, he starts going again. Alright, I'm gonna speed it up and see if I can find... Right there. I feel like he stopped and he started moving again. Hold on, let me watch it at faster speed. That's him dying. That's me trying to capture. Huh. It's the one that's making his speed 0. I didn't really get a lot from that, but he's definitely stopping. So his unit is set properties. I'm getting rid of his unit set controls. Yeah, get rid of his unit set controls. Get rid of this giant wait time. We're going to make it more like 45 seconds. Then we're going to get rid of the other unit set controls. And we got the speed 0. Now, what I want to do... I got this one set as like, cannot move. And I want to see if I can get an action in here to waypoints. Unit. Unit set route. Object is going to be Japan CL10. The route is going to be nothing. So we're going to set his route to nothing, set him, wait a second, set him to stop, wait 45 seconds, set him to stop one more time. Then we're going to start making all of our zones and shit. Hopefully this unit set route will clear out his I don't know if there's a unit set waypoints. The route seems like it would actually the route might be, hold on, let's try unit move to, oh, unit follow waypoints, here we go. Don't follow waypoints. Perfect. Japanese CL10. Yeah, we're just gonna have them stop following waypoints. That tells them there. Command modern operations. Sorry, Grassburger. Sorry for the fake out. Mr. Duck 07, buddy. Are you playing Hell Let Loose with Snack right now? Oh, Doc Yosemite 07, my guy. Take care, brother. Sleep well, dude. Okay. I think we got it. Yes, sir. I'm going to come and join you. I'm going to test this out one more time. And no matter what happens, I'm coming to join you guys. I need a break from my brain bits. And I'm going to go play some fucking Hell Let Loose because that stressful ass game somehow relaxes me. Alright. But I think this is good. I think if I could get this to at least capture with the float aircraft, I'd be mostly happy. Because at least it's something. And then I can work on the ship thing. It would suck if the ships can't rescue. But who knows? I might have another sleepless night where an epiphany comes to me. Honestly, almost all my CDK problems are solved as I'm falling asleep. I'll be sitting there and I'm like, how do I get those? Oh, that's how I do it. Yeah, B-Dog. Yeah, absolutely, dude. Come on and join, dude. You fucking know you can join. You know you can absolutely goddamn join. Get that Gary up, babe. Yeah. Look at that scary Gary. Alright. You've been trying to seed a game for 4 hours? Jesus Christ. Okay. Hwata! Turn around. She's a big pig. Yep, yep. You can be a big pig too. Oi. Are you aching pigeon now? For some bacon, pigeon, pigeon, pigeon. Here is our little buddy right there. This trigger should happen a lot faster now. Ah, no, alphanumeric spam. I'm done with that. I just don't think it's worth it. Like if I've got like it just doesn't seem like it's doing anything. Even when I flooded all 5 compartments and shut down both pumps, it had no effect. And then the corpse starts behaving really funny. The random soldier in one boat is going, dude. Alright, here we go. Alright, the point has been created, and I appear to be... I kinda passed it, but not by much. Let's turn around and get back to him. That's the capture point right there. And I'm in it. I'm damn sure in it. Get in the boat, Steve. Alright. Did not work. Fail. Something is deeply wrong. Something is deeply wrong with that aspect of the mission. I might not be able to figure it out. However, I do like the lifeboat situation regardless, so I'm glad we got that going. Making capture zones out of it might not be something I can practically do. Let's go join. Let's go join in on the laughter. We're gonna go join some fucking hell let loose. What's up? What's up, guys?
What
Hey,
is
what's up,
up?
Oh shit.
Man, I was really hoping that I could get that to work, dude. You had one job, Steve. Yo, what's up, Elsie? Good to see you. Alright, let's update that stream info and let's put on my joystick hat. He's good. And let's go play some hell let loose, man. I need to play a real video game. CDK's not a video game. It's fucking work.